Good evening, Megan. I wanted to come on here and post a short reply to your video this week. And I want to start out by saying that I absolutely think there's a reason I came across your video first. And I hope that doesn't sound weird, but it was like many of the things you were saying directly to me at the end of your video, and how, you were kind of thrown off at these theories, not really looking at the past. Most of them that we've looked at recently are more future oriented. And that's something that I've had a hard time understanding, in this course, is how are so many things disregarding the past if, like you said, the past is who we are. The past is what's made us this way. But who we are now, especially as clients, reaching out for services, is who we are now, who we want to be, or, is it who we are from the past, but not who we want to be in the future? And maybe that's where these theories are kind of hitting on something that I've been missing. And I also like that you related both of these to your personal life and what you do, in your profession, and just you yourself and how you deal with things. And for me, that was a big deal, because I know that biblically, we aren't meant to dwell on the past. And you gave some excellent examples of Paul, when he was Saul, and how his life changed. And I had read something, I don't know where, I think it was on the internet or on a meme, but it had said that one day Saul was persecuting Christians, and the next day, Paul was bringing them, to Christ. So he was a Christian. So it's just a perspective. We aren't stuck one way. And the best thing I can say about that is something I kind of mentioned in my video, is I lived most of my life one way. For 17 years, I identified one way, as a person who was part of the LGBTQI community. And the next day I woke up and thought, this isn't who I want to be. It's not. Even though it's my past and who I was, once I gave my life to God, and this was, kind of recently, I realized my past does not define me. And my past isn't where I'm going. So I gave up, a lot to follow Christ, and gained way more than I could have ever given up. And a verse that I wanted to share with you, it kind of goes with yours, was Isaiah 43:18. It's just something that's really stuck with me through this assignment. Forget the former things and do not dwell on the past. Easier said than done. But your video, it just resonated with me, and you did an excellent job, explaining the theories and all the things that were asked of you for this video. But what I wanted to reply to was the part of your video that you did that wasn't asked of you. The part where you were more vulnerable and gave some, real life experience. So in my response, I kind of want to give that back to you in my situation. And I could say things, from the book and from the theories. And I have, kind of touched on a few things that each of them do. But it seems like you have a good understanding of them. And it might have been more helpful for me to just share something personal. So thank you for your post.